Community Connect is a public service presentation of Way FM. Join us each week as we engage in topics of conversation affecting our communities.
Hi, I'm Dustin Donner, and I'm here in the studio with Jennifer Hoffman, President and founder of Life Options Network. The mission of Life Options Network is to empower women and families with unexpected pregnancies, and their goal is to provide every opportunity to meet their clients' physical, vocational, shelter, and nutritional needs. Thank you for being here, Jennifer.
Thank you for having me.
What ongoing community outreach is Life Options Network currently engaged in?
So we have a teen night that happens monthly, and it was really amazing how this came together because we just had reached out to the schools, letting the schools know that we had some coats for parents who were teens, and there was a great need for these teens to have community. And so every month we meet at the store. We have a beautiful couple who comes and just encourages these teens, does games with them, walks with them, shows them, how to raise children, shows them really awesome educational videos, but also just lets them hang out and have fun as they are teenagers. And so that's a really amazing opportunity. And then we also have our store sort night, which we do monthly. And that is just amazing because we get so many donations from the community. It's often overflowing in the back. And we just have a couple of staff people. So once a month, we ask the community to come together and help us sort clothes and different items. And then also we have our free store, which women can come into at any point and just get an advocate if they are there. And we ask them that question. And we also take donations on Tuesdays and Fridays from 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at our Vancouver, Washington location.
Tell me more about volunteers, how you're currently utilizing them, and what they do.
All of our volunteers are amazing. We have about 6 advocates right now, and they work with a lot of women. About 20% of the women who come into our store are in need of that long-term advocacy. So that is amazing, and it can be done from home. So if you're somebody that is a mom that is pro-life, loves Jesus, and believes in supporting women in these arenas, we would love to have you and talk with you about training for that. We also have volunteers come and, again, do that sort night and also do events with us. So sometimes we'll need things like servers at different fundraising events, that sort of thing, that we need volunteers for. So honestly, it really expands as we grow, how many people we need, but those are definitely the main areas.
For those listening right now that want to get involved right away and support financially, what's the best way for them to get those resources to you?
Yeah, so I would go ahead and just text us. It's such an easy thing to do. Just text 360-524-2480. We will shoot you over our address and give you the times, once again, that we are open and available, and get you someone to talk to depending on what you are looking to do.
And could I get that number one more time?
Yes, it's 360-524-2480.
What has been the most difficult challenge for Life Options Network so far?
I think the most difficult challenge has really been getting all of the awareness around the need women have when it comes to raising children in poverty. We understand that 75% of women are getting abortions due to being in poverty or being coerced into abortion by family members. So helping people understand the why behind abortion has been a little bit of a challenge. I think that it's a little bit of a different model coming after supporting women for not only the time of pregnancy, but even if you're not pregnant, you can come in to our store or you can call and we'll help you if you're a mom and get you the things that you need. So I think just bringing that awareness and having, people kind of understand that this is really important if we want to have a whole life, pro-life society.
What had you wish you'd known when you created Life Options Network?
I think the most eye-opening thing for me has been when we've gone into churches and we've spoken, and just the amount of women at the church who have come up to me and said, I'm post-abortive, and had I known your organization existed, I would have chosen life. And these are women, and a lot of them even back, had an abortion in the 80s or 90s. And there was just not enough there where they felt like they had someone to call or talk to. that would understand and walk with them. And so I think that was probably the most difficult thing to find out, especially within the church context. So that was something that was very eye-opening. And actually, we found out James Dobson, they did a study a few years back on the church, and they learned that 40% of women in the church are getting abortions regularly. So that was definitely a eye-opening and surprising.
What do you want Life Options Network to look like in 6 months? What do you want it to look like in 5 years? What do you want it to look like in 20 years? What's the future and the legacy look like?
We're currently looking to open another store, which is really exciting. It's going to be out in the Gorge, and we will be serving probably the Corbett, Stevenson, Carson areas. So that's really exciting, and that will hopefully be in the next 6 months that opens. We also, coming down 5 years from now, I would love to see 20, 30 stores. We'd also love to see that expanded in the next 20 years to be across the country, because as we are looking at, abortion not being the primary thing for women, which we're really hoping is it's no longer pushed as what women need, because abortion actually hurts women. We are going to need systems of support like this to help women in the long run. So our goal long term is to make sure that we have a lot of these free stores, we have a lot of churches connecting and making this happen.
What is the most pressing need right now for Life Options Network?
I think definitely that monthly donor is everything. I know every nonprofit needs this, but right now in our nation, we're facing such a huge crisis when it comes to women having what they need during pregnancy. And so that monthly donor is everything, even if it's $5 a month. It just helps us build these stores out and makes us extremely accessible to the public and allows us to do that marketing so women know we're here. Outside of that, if you're a pastor and say you have 1,000 square feet that you don't use all the time, and I know some of these churches might have that, like an extra classroom or something, we can make a store out of that. So if you're in that situation, we'd love to talk to pastors who might have that opportunity. Really, we have volunteer nights that you can go to once a month at our store. So we're always looking for volunteers for that, along with new advocates to come on board and walk with women.
What is the process for someone who'd like to support Life Options Network financially, or through volunteering, or through whatever other ways they can offer?
Yeah, so I think the best way is to go, if you want to donate financially, go to our website at www.lifeoptionsnetwork.org and then click on donate. That's where you can give those monthly donations. Otherwise, if you want to know what's happening, the best way is to follow us on Instagram, and that is at Life Options Network NW. And just go there, check that out. You'll see updates on new events that are happening, volunteer opportunities, sorting nights, all of that. You'll see on there and be able to help.
What's the role men can and do play in Life Options Network?
We absolutely need men in this. It is amazing to see how many men come in. When we have our store and it's open to everybody, and it is appointment only, so that women are experiencing, just the best of us when they come in. But a lot of times they'll bring their boyfriend or their spouse, and they come in and they get to be blessed and to see that there is a community out there that really cares about them as a whole. Obviously, if men are doing everything that they can to support their wives and support their spouses, it's going to make a huge difference in culture altogether. And so we are always looking for men who are willing to advocate for men as well, because this is a family issue, right? It's not just a woman issue. It's a whole family issue that we have some challenges as a culture in addressing the family. We've had even single dads come in to our free store. Obviously, our store, you don't have to be pregnant. So you can go in there and have a 5-year-old that you need to clothe, and we'll have clothes for them. Our store offers up to 5T in clothing. And then anything just furniture-wise when it comes to baby items and things like that that women might need. And so men come in oftentimes looking for those same things, and sometimes their wife is working and they come in, and we're super open to that. We're just wanting to bless and make it so people realize we're acknowledging the struggle as a pro-life organization.
What makes Life Options Network so unique and so special?
Honestly, I really feel that it's the whole life perspective that we have. We help women as long as they need. And so if you are pregnant and you show up at our door, Again, you don't have to be pregnant to show up at our door, but if you are, we will walk with you from the time you have that baby until that kid is 18 if you want. We're really building relationships with these women. Our advocates are there to support them. Now, a lot of the women don't require that, but if they do, that's what our advocates are there for. And we make sure that they have everything that they need so that they are supported for the long term. They know that we're a soft place to land for as long as they're looking for help.
For women that are post-abortive, are there options and resources that Life Options Network provides?
Yeah, so we have a network of people we work with. The one locally in Clark County is Restored Nation, and a wonderful friend of ours, Jess Lane, runs that. She is post-abortive and has a post-abortive ministry where, women can find healing. A lot of people don't maybe know or acknowledge that abortion hurts women, it hurts their hearts. And this is an opportunity for women to come together who've had that shared experience, to not be judged. And as an organization, we think of the woman at the well. Jesus knew all of the things that she was doing that might not follow with all the rules of society at the time. But when she came to the well and, he said, "Get me a drink," and said, "I'm here to, give you life." She was amazed at his love. And that's what we're here to bring. Even if you're post-abortive, we're here to bring you that love and that acceptance that Jesus had for everybody, because all of us need him. And so that's what we do. We bring him to the forefront, and organizations like Restored Nation Network. If you're considering abortion, I would say this, that we have an army ready to serve you. You don't have to go down that road. In fact, that road is going to likely be very lonely and incredibly damaging to you. And so you have women here who have walked this out, post-abortive women that can talk to you, and people that are going to encourage you and not judge you. We don't care, exactly how you got pregnant. We're here to support you in the moment that you're in. And so just come to us. We will make sure and just walk with you. The number to call if you're in that situation is 360-524-2480, or you can text us, which sometimes is actually even faster. But we try to be very quick at responding to women because we know it is such a sensitive issue. If you're interested in, you want to support us and have more questions, you can email Jennifer at lifeoptionsnetworknw@gmail.com.
For those listening right now that want to get involved right away and support financially, what's the best way for them to get those resources to you?
Yeah, so I would go ahead and just text us. It's such an easy thing to do. Just text 360-524-2480. We will shoot you over our address and give you the times, once again, that we are open and available, and get you someone to talk to depending on what you are looking to do.
And could I get that number one more time?
Yes, it's 360-524-2480.
I'm Dustin Donner, and today's guest has been Jennifer Hoffman, president and founder of Life Options Network. You can learn more about this organization at lifeoptionsnetwork.org and on Instagram at lifeoptionsnetworknw. Thank you for being here, Jennifer.
Community Connect is a public service presentation of Way FM. Join us each week as we engage in topics of conversation affecting our communities.